flag, and I'm okay with it. But I don't think that they really have that where she's at.
Yeah.
So it's middle school, and then they put me on O line, and I've been rocked a time or two. I've rocked a few.
Yeah.
Sportsmen hate, yeah, good sportsmen hate like you hate each other in a good
Right.
way. Didn't love a cop.
Yeah. You can't hold it.
I've seen some of the stuff y'all posted on Facebook at those events.
Yeah.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like I like how much you're. Welcome back to Be Like It from Hobo. This is Ryan, and today we're going to talk about summer camps.
Summer camps.
Summer camps. Like, I went to them as a kid. I went to 4-H when I was in the FFA. So, like, I enjoyed my time at summer camps as a kid. Like, I don't think I'd want to be like a counselor or like the overseer of a summer camp, though.
I don't think I ever went to a camp.
Really?
Unless you count like vacation Bible school or something like that. But that's not like a sleepaway camp. Not that I can remember.
Nah,
Have to, the kids are going 4-H camp.
really.
Yeah.
4-H camp was fun when I was there, but like there was a couple. Like my knowledge of fishing was a little bit more advanced at camp than they were, because they're like, hey, here's a hook and bobber.
Right.
And I'm over here using like artificial lures and crankbaits and all this stuff. I'm like, where's this stuff at?
Where's the good stuff?
Like this is what's going to catch the fish. And then it turned out me being like the supervisor of my group that fished. Like anybody need to a line untangled or a bait hooked or whatever. Like I enjoyed that more than actually just putting a line in the water and watching a bobber because I was always moving.
Right. They, I don't know if the 4-H is like under advertised or what, but it seems like they don't really have that many counselors and stuff anymore.
Well when I went, I think it was all like high schoolers
Yeah.
that were like the counselors, and then you had a few adults that
Yeah.
like kind of oversee
I think
seen
we have
those.
like one or two adults that oversee it, and then we got like some high school volunteers that are
But
kind of like supervising groups and stuff. They last year when they done it, they I want to volunteer and stuff, but like where I'm not home, I don't really have the time to.
right,
Uh, if we can get everything sorted out and stuff, and I can get a local job, I'd like to,
right,
but I don't really consider myself like an expert in anything, and I think that holds me back a lot because they used to offer some, I think it was like pellet guns and air rifles, and I think they went up to like a 22 rifle
yeah,
that they would do at 4-H. So they were asking me about uh doing that, but I was like, I'm not like an expert like marksman or anything like that. But then my wife was like, you know how to shoot and you know all the weapon safety rules and stuff, and you're an adult. That's all they need.
right. Well, hold on, no. First of all, like, yes, she's not wrong.
It's not competition shooting. It's just getting like some kids that's never shot before and getting the basics with like an air rifle or something.
I get that,
Yeah.
but it's probably just me. But if I'm teaching some kids to shoot, like, they're gonna be some dang good shots.
Yeah, like I did competition shooting for a little bit in high school, and
We didn't
then
have that.
in the high school didn't have it. It was ROTC. It was the air rifle team there, but I wasn't able to do it for very much because I had to work. But so like I know like the competition rules and stuff like that, and then like from shooting in the military and stuff, which like I think I knew more about shooting before I enlisted just from growing up the way we live. Like we already know how to handle a gun.
Right.
They they teach us a little more of the like the inner workings of some stuff, but it's not like just because you're in the military doesn't mean that you're like a scout sniper
Oh
or
no.
nothing.
Listen, we know some guys who like, they qualify.
Right.
That's it. And he knows what I'm talking about. But, no, like, I'm not going to sit here and say there's a bad shot, but the quality for military accuracy, like, a bad shot in the Marine Corps is a better shot than a civilian. Like, I'm not saying there ain't any
Yeah, because
civilians
like
that
I
can
mean we're
compete. I'm just saying
we're
from
yelling at you
standards.
and stuff if you're missing a body at 500 yards. So like
Missing a silhouette target.
that's what I meant.
Yeah, that's, of course. B-bots.
Yeah. But I mean civilians will go out and shoot like 50 yards with a 5.56 and they're trying to hit like a hay bale or something. So it's like I
Yeah.
said, it's a little better. But I don't know. I think it because in the military, like our shooting instructors were like experts in their field. So now, like whenever they're asking me to like teach them, and I'm like, I mean, I taught my kids how to shoot, but like I don't know if I want to teach other kids how to shoot. But I mean, probably
You're probably the most
I'm
qualified
probably
for the
more
job.
qualified than some of the other parents
Right.
that would do it.
Well, I heard that, like you're talking about growing up the way we did, knowing more about firearms and shooting before we even went to boot camp. Like, my coach there was like, hey, if you've shot before, I'm going to hate you
Right,
because now I have to pull you out of your habits and teach you the proper habits. It's like, mm, maybe some,
right.
but like I got lucky and was trained to shoot by a Marine. So
Yeah,
like
because your dad was.
yeah,
Yeah,
like so it's like I've already got most of the good habits that I
I
need.
had.
Probably more insight than others.
We didn't shoot that much growing up, so I didn't really have like super bad habits or anything. But then where I shot on that team in high school, like the competition style is closer to what the military does.
Hmm.
So like a lot of like your basic like rifle range stuff, a lot of that is like competition style shooting. So it was like that wasn't like new information to me. So like I was really looking forward to that though, because they were like, we have to unteach you your bad habits and stuff. And I was like, well, this is going to be fun. And then went and they were showing us what to do and stuff. And I was like, that's how I was taught to shoot. So
Those are already my habits.
I guess got lucky there.
Yeah. See, hi, my stepdad.
Yeah.
Uh, he was having me shoot like a 270, like 100 yards,
Yeah.
like hitting quarter size holes and putting groups in them like it, like before I went to boot camp. So it's like most of that stuff, like the breathing, the trigger pull, like the basic fundamentals, that he already had that instilled in me. And he'll never admit it, and I can't remember his name. But the coach that I had when we did the ISMET, like I outshot him in the sitting.
I can't, I never done good on the ISMET.
That's the only one I ever done good on.
It's more like a video game, or at least that's where it put me mentally.
Yeah,
And I just, like, I couldn't get it. Like, we did the ISMET and they were like, this guy's not going to be no good. And then I did phenomenal in real life.
right,
And I was like, y'all put way too much on these like sensors and all this. I was like, give me something real and I got you.
right. Well, did you do the ISMET at MP school,
Yeah,
like for active shooter and stuff?
yeah.
Like we did one, and like I know for a fact that I looked down the pistol the proper way, right?
Hmm.
and I hit the dude from my side, and it's gonna sound like I'm freaking lying, but when I shot, I threw 3 rounds down, and they were all around this dude. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's no way. Like I've seen me shoot on the range. Like that's not it.
Yeah, when I did mine, when they played it back and they do the overlay where it shows where your gun was pointing at, mine was like in the top corner of the room. And I was riling this guy up the whole time. And they try to say, I've got three instructors who like half of their fun is messing with you, sitting over here on the computer. So like they can have the computer stuff react to how you're acting. And I was like, you're not going to tell me that you didn't put those shots up there? Like, because I was like, either this thing is off, but then they come out to do it because I was like, that's not where I was pointing at all. So then two of the instructors come out to do it while one of the instructors was running the computer and they were all like spot on. And I was like, yeah, I bet if I have one of my buddies control the computer, I could probably be pretty accurate too.
Bro.
Like
Like if you've ever shot an Ismit or shot with an Ismit, trained with one, like
they're they're good, but they're garbage.
like yeah. Let us know about your experience with it.
We had
Maybe we're just two off brands that just had a bad time.
we had a Ismit at our unit and we used it one time in 6 years.
Yeah,
Like I didn't even know we had one for the longest time.
yeah,
That's how bad it was. I actually did fairly decent on it because we had peers running the computer instead of instructors.
right.
Coincidence?
Maybe
Maybe.
not. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's kind of one reason why I'm not a big video gamer.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to find something that I can do, like camp counseling and stuff. I know I'm going to volunteer at the school a lot once I get a local job.
Like,
I, s- I don't give myself enough credit for anything. And I'm always like, no, I'm not qualified and stuff. And then people's like, you're the most qualified person in the room for this particular task.
am I?
I'm like, this is a pretty bad room then. Y'all should
If y'all
definitely
are
get some
relying,
better people around.
if you're relying on me, that's the problem,
Yeah, I shouldn't be the smartest person in any room. Like bottom of the barrel.
right? Like, if I ever got a chance, I'd like to coach football or like some kind of a sport.
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
I got roped into coaching soccer when my oldest was 3, and part of the problem was that it was 3 to 6 year olds. So most of them, it's their first or second season of soccer. And then I don't really, I played soccer one time when I was in like the 4th grade,
Oh, yeah.
but like there wasn't enough contact for me. So like that just wasn't my jam. And I had my buddy, they wrote me into coaching. So I was like, you're going to be my assistant coach. And he was like, okay. And he showed up and he was like, what are we doing? I was like, what are we doing? And he's like, I don't know. And I was like, you played soccer all through high school. What do we need to do? And he was like, I didn't play soccer. I was like, you played soccer and ran track all of high school. And he was like, I ran track. I was like, you played soccer too. I've got pictures. And he was like, oh, because he was like, I don't know how to play soccer. I just thought you wanted extra help. I was like, you're the closest thing to a soccer player I know.
See,
So I guess soccer was his like track's off season sport to stay in shape or something. And he just didn't pay any attention to being in soccer. I guess he was just there for to stay in shape.
I played soccer for 2 years and then ended up, then ended up, accidentally coaching for my nephew. And like, I guess he talked, his coach was like, yeah, my uncle's he knows what he's doing. Da, da, da. I'm like, I ain't played soccer since high school or middle school. Like, I know the rules, but it's been so long. Like, there's some things I probably forgot. And the only thing I had said the entirety of the rest of that season was spread out. Like, footwork's fine. Like, let's just spread out, get some distance, and nobody listened.
3 to 6 age group I was with, the whole season was turn the ball around and go the right direction.
See, that was a flag football for me last year because it was the coach that was doing it. They ended up having both of the teams play at the same time. And he's like, "Well, I need somebody to coach for these. Anybody care to help?" And me being a nice guy, I'm like, "Yeah, I'll help you this weekend." And ended up getting stuck with it, which is cool. Like I got to coach one of my sons. Like it's like herding cats.
Yeah.
Like this little girl, bless her heart. I told her, I'm like, "You're getting the ball, all right? And I want you to run this way, like to the left." She's like, "Okay." And I swear, she did. She grabbed the ball and took off straight left. And we were at this end zone. Because the way they set it up, they had 4 games on each field. We was at this end zone. And I said, "Okay, go to the left." And she's like, "All right." And she went all the way to the other end zone, running between 3 other games going on. It just didn't stop till she got down there. I'm like, "That's my bad. Should have told you to curve it."
That was me.
Yep, that's all me.
My oldest wants to play flag football. My wife won't let her.
Why?
She's a girl. That's what I said.
I'll play ball, girl.
I played tackle football with a girl.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
Play ball with girl. Because English is hard.
Like my coach's daughter played for a long time, and like I can't get her talked into it. And she was like, "What if she gets hurt?" And I was like, "She's been doing cheerleading since she was 18 months old. Like, what if she gets hurt doing that? Like, what if the sky falls out of the sky? Like, what are we gonna do then?
Well,
Can't live your life on what ifs."
well, what's she's brought up playing flag, and I'm okay with it, but I don't think that they really have that where she's at.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I don't like the all the Pee Wee leagues went to flag.
yeah.
I was
I
like,
I think
what happened to contact?
I think contact don't happen until
Middle school.
third to fourth grade.
At our school, it's flag until sixth.
They play now third grade, and I want to say this. It all depends on height and weight. 'Cause like if you meet the height and weight requirements for contact, you can play contact. If you meet the height and weight for
Flag.
flag, or if you're under contact height and weight, you stay on the flag until you reach it. And it's all due to insurance and stuff like that, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But and that also teaches, the first few years you get the fundamentals. Hey, this is how we hold the ball. Hey, this is how we line up. These are the positions. I get that. But yeah,
Yeah, but like I was a lineman, so the fundamentals I needed was
down, go.
contact,
Right.
like which way to push, like
See,
stay low.
I played in the backfield until middle school, and then they put me on O line, and I've been rocked a time or two. I've rocked a few.
Right. It's good for you. Builds character.
Listen, buddy, there was one guy that rocked me, and we had the same number. This was in high school. Like, he rocked me. I'll give him full credit. And I kind of got up, shook it off. He's like, "How'd you like that?" And I'm like, "I got you 5'9". Next play, I rocked him. We just kept rocking each other the entire game. It was fun.
Yeah.
I love it when it's good and sportsmen hate. Yeah, good sportsmen hate like you hate each other in a good
Right.
way. Good sportsmanship. You can't find good sportsmanship anymore.
Well, I ain't really had a problem with it.
Huh?
I ain't really had a sportsmanship issue
Like,
with none of the stuff the kids do.
there's some kids now, like nowadays, it's just like, nah.
Yeah,
If it don't go their way, like sore losers
yeah, that's the parents'
or
problem,
sore winners. Like you can have both.
right? Yeah, soccer's never we've never ended up on a good soccer team. So like the kids learned how to lose in soccer, and then they're pretty good at winning and cheer.
Right.
But they've lost a few cheer competitions, they flat got robbed at some, and then the coaches had to remind the parents to be good sports, and we're like, no, we're gonna burn this place down.
Allegedly.
Like, you gonna tell me that they lost by a tenth of a point when we did one of our best performances, and the team we lost to dropped their pyramid, like faces bouncing off the floor 2 or 3 times, and they beat us? Like, no, thank you. Like, try again. Dude, we had one like we just didn't go back to that, like, because your cheer competitions are put on by different like associations and stuff. So we'll do like 5 or 6 competitions a year, but we'll do like 2 with this association, 2 with this one or 2 with this one over here. So like that one where we got robbed at, we just didn't do anything with them for like 2 years. Like we kept getting invited, and we're like, no, y'all ain't scoring right. Like we're not wasting our time coming over there.
Yeah.
Like it's one thing to go with a chance and then lose, and that's fine. But if we go and we know, like when they gave us the schedule this year, we looked at that one and we're like, well, we're going to lose there. So then it was like, what's the point in even going? Which we ended up being grand champions there. Like the kids got rings and jackets and everything.
Fuck, nice.
And we were all surprised. Like they were doing the award ceremony and like none of the parents are paying attention. We're just like chit chatting and stuff. And then we're like, is that our team? Like, I guess we got to jump up and cheer now because they won something. And then I got to go run out and try to beat the crowd to buy a grand champion shirt before they get sold out. I was like, could you just like, if you lose, I can save $40.
Oh, right. Your kids be right in the middle of a cough.
You can't hold it.
I've seen some of the stuff y'all posted on Facebook at those events.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
yeah,
Like I like how much your parent group is involved in it, like face paint, the whole 9 yards. Like I like it.
yeah. I reckon we got a good group of parents with this bunch because it's like a bunch of like the kids who are all in the tiny gym together. They finally get old enough to be on the cheer team, so then they're like on the cheer team for a while, and then like you get like 1 and 2 here and there that like jump in, and then like you get like 1 or 2 that jump out, but it's basically the same group for like a handful of years, and then all the kids are old enough to go for the school. And like where we live at, like our school cheer is astronomically like as far as like getting a scholarship for college or something, like that's your better route to go
Hmm.
than any kind of uh like all-star cheer group. So like once they all get old enough to go with the schools, then they all leave and go with the schools. And we're all within a year or two of like this whole group is going to be old enough to move on to the school. But like the coaches and stuff, I guess the group before us, like none of the parents didn't really get along that much or nothing. And they were like, this has been such a great group. And they're like, hopefully we keep that up. But they're like real nervous about the new group of parents coming in, which we've got a handful because we started doing uh we had like 2 different age groups. We had like minis and juniors. And then for the last couple of years we've had tinies, minis, and juniors. So our the kids that's on the tiny team, they'll be minis and juniors after we move out and go to the school. So like they're getting in with us. So we're hoping that like they can see that like how good it is when all the parents get along and stuff, and then maybe when the new batch of parents come in, they'll be able to get them on board.
Trying to set that example.
Yeah,
But we thought about sending them to like sports camps or anything like that.
if
Or
they
they even
could.
have those around here.
Yeah, like I think they get like middle school and high school, they'll have like cheer camp in the summer and stuff. I don't think my oldest doesn't. She don't play soccer anymore. She hated it, and like we're not gonna make her do it. And then the youngest, she likes soccer, but I think she just likes it. I don't think she's like super into it. I think it's just something she likes to do. So I don't know if she'll like want to go to like soccer camp if they even have that. like 4-H though. It's got a bunch of different,
options.
yeah, like it's really good because like we can send both of them, and like the oldest, they have like weird stuff for her to do. The youngest, I know she's gonna take. They have like gardening stuff, like she'll do that and really enjoy that. But like they've got like 40 or 50 different options for different stuff that they can do. So like it's like you can just send a bunch of kids there and everybody's gonna find a handful of stuff they enjoy.
Right.
And like they don't like if you don't like gardening, you don't have to do the garden stuff. You can do something else while they're doing that, so they can kind of go and set up their own schedule and stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm tired of saying my oldest girl, my youngest girl. I've got 4 kids. Number one's a boy. He's my oldest. Two's my oldest girl. Three youngest boy. Four's youngest girl. That way we can get that out of the way and I can just use numbers like God
Yeah,
intended. Uh, Number two, she went and done a volleyball camp. I think it was last year,
yeah.
which I don't even know if her age, like her grade, they even do that sport that yet.
Not at the school, but
Not
probably
here,
in
but
like,
down there,
oh, I don't know down
because they do sports a little different down there.
there.
Like when I was one's age, like I had my own team. Like we didn't go hang out with a bigger group, kind of like you were talking about with the cheerleading, the mighty minis or
Yeah, yeah,
tinies. Like that's how they do it down there, and he's on I think the tiny team or the mighty team or mini, whatever it is, termites or something like that. And like he'll sit there and watch the people above him play, like the bigger group, and if like they're pulling ahead or they're losing real bad or whatever, like they catch a break, they'll send the littler ones out to get them some playing time, which is cool.
yeah.
Like it's a process that works. But like up here, the grade he's in, he'd have his own team
Right.
and like he'd get more playing time. He'd get more like, hey, this is how you do. So I mean, I don't know how they do that with like volleyball down there, or if they even do that with volleyball down there. But I do know that where we're at, my youngest could start wrestling this year,
Yeah.
number 3, and I'm putting him in it.
I don't know if I'm gonna love that.
I'm gonna love it.
Right.
Like one, like and this is just from my experience. You got a better ground game if you're a wrestler. So if you get into a fight and it goes to the ground, you got a little bit more experience. You got the upper hand for most situations. 2, I don't have to buy them boxing gloves for Christmas. I can just send them out there in the yard and say, wrestle off. Whoever wins the winner, call it a day.
Yeah.
But that means I'm gonna have to get back in shape because as soon as they get old enough, they think they can take old dad. Bad day for everybody. I'll throw heads. I don't
Right.
care.
They can't win.
You ain't cheat. You ain't tried.
Right. Well, it's a good place to wrap it up.
Good place to wrap it up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us. And I'm Hobo, Shrine. Sometimes it be like that. Y'all have a good day.